Yo, what up, yo, peoples? It's time for me to address this goofy ass clown, okay? I'm just finna address him because I don't know what the fuck he think he dealing with, but I'm fixing to burn his ass right on up. And I'm gonna show y'all how corny and how goofy and how full of lies and fallacies this whole ass nigga is. Alright, let's get right off into this.
Man, oh man. Man, oh man, they at it again, y'all. They at it again. Let me hit mute for a second. I'm gonna pause for 1 second. And hopefully
They at it again, brother. I've been doing this shit over 33 years. That's almost longer than you've been born, dog. And I'm at it again, but I've been at this before you was born. Wasn't nobody complaining before your bitch ass was born. And for a long time after you existed, wasn't nobody complaining. In fact, wasn't nobody complaining until I called your bitch ass out on Saturday. Let's get some perspective here.
when I come back, I'll get this thing started.
Let's go.
This is ridiculous.
I know, on your part. Before I let this goofy motherfucker go forth, I'm just gonna let y'all know what it is. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what you feel. I'm just gonna let y'all know what the fuck it motherfucking is, man. On the raw scoop. You know, I mean, I don't care about, I don't play games with these goofy ass niggas, man. All right, let's go.
Oh man, this is ridiculous. Just misinformation. Let me go.
Misinformation. Let's define misinformation before you go forward. Let's stop you. We're going to fact check everything you say. You know, this is what you're supposed to do when you're judging debates. You're supposed to fact check. You gotta make sure, okay, that these people know what they're talking about. Misinformation, false or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. Okay, in order for my information to be false information, because I am the topic of discussion, bitch ass nigga, all right? And I don't care who don't like it, and I'm not taking it down, man. I got my following too. All right. Okay, false or inaccurate information. You have to prove that my information is false or inaccurate, and you have not done that. You have not done that, and Garfield has not done that. And nobody on Sidnetter's platform has proven my information false or inaccurate. I started off challenging Garfield. Garfield, we supposed to be talking about are the Hebrews in northwestern Africa. You know what I'm saying? Were they converts or were they descendants of Israel? Garfield comes into the debate and do a total, complete red herring distraction from were the Africans and West Africans Israelite converts or Israelite descendants. It went from that type of dichotomy to whether the Israelites in Iraq, the Israelites in Babylon, whether they were bankers and whether they was white. All right. Now that is inaccurate information. It is a red herring distraction. So basically, just his rebuttal alone qualified him to lose the debate. I mean, on real scholarship level. All right, and the truth of the matter is, that if he would have won, there would have been no need for this bitch ass nigga Chris Harris to come up and say anything. There'd have been living in a lapse of luxury. Okay, happy and celebrating the victory. But he can't. He has to make 1,000 videos about me. You know what I'm saying? You know, Sarnetta said the first one to go make videos is the one who lost. This guy been making videos. Every time he get off Sarnetta's show, this guy go make motherfucking videos. But then he wants to start off his fucking performance. Nigga, you don't have a fucking dissertation. I'm sorry, you was right. You don't have a dissertation. I do. All right. False information. False or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. I have not deliberately intended to deceive nobody, but he did. Because when I show him that his information is false, he can no longer say that he don't know that his information is false. He cannot no longer say that he was not made aware that his information is false. And there's no way that he can look overnight into what Runoko Rashidi and Emily Cartwright and Ivan Van Sertima, took years to study. And James Bronson, took years to study. There's no way he can look overnight based off what he heard me say and all of a sudden become a scholar and qualified to speak about this. Yesterday you didn't know nothing about, brother. The grave sites, the ancient grave sites in Morocco. And today you a scholar on it. Yesterday, the epithet ruins of Volubilis was incomprehensible to you. But today, 3 days later, you're a fucking scholar on it. Who the fuck is you fooling? You're not fooling me. You can fool them goofy ass audience members and you can fool your goofy ass following. But you'll never fool me, brother. You are the nigga with misinformation. This video is going to be a long video. Okay? Because I have to unturn all your fuckery and your bullshit. Because we got to establish what misinformation is. Once you have been informed, my nigga, once you have been made aware, then you know that you're deceiving the people. And once you know and have been made aware by me that you are deceiving the motherfucking people, then at that point you are deliberately deceiving the people, brother. We have to break down common knowledge with you, dude. Common logic. We don't go off into what syllogies is and syllogisms. That way I ain't got to break all this shit down on another show. I can redirect y'all here. He talk about misinformation and flawed logic. This guy don't know anything about logic, and he don't know anything about information to call it misinformation, and he don't know anything about logic to call it flawed. I'm going to take my time and walk you through this video. It might be about 2, maybe 3 videos long. And this bitch going to be about 3 hours. It's going to take 3 hours to dissect and show y'all the fuckery in this nigga's last night video. He starts off talking about misinformation. Let's go back to this bitch shit that this boy talking about.
Can set everything up here.
Set it up.
I see the crystal raindrops falling.
Hey, your ass cannot sing at all.
When the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime and I want to spend some time.
Gay. Your rebuttal to me and you singing a motherfucking song about the two of us. Gay. In the manly, masculine realm, this nigga thinking about the motherfucking two of us. Oh, sickening.
With you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. You and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Waste of water's all it is. And it don't make no flower.
Must be talking about something else. Must be singing about something else. Another red herring distraction if he is. Oh.
Good things might come to those who wait, not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us.
Fucked up runs in your singing. Your slurs is fucked up. Soulless. This is why you niggas want to argue about blackness, nigga.
You and I. All right, guys.
All wrong,
So, what's up,
guys.
Spin the Barrel? What up, Consul? To anybody
What's up,
else
Russian
tuning in.
roulette? Shoot yourself in the head.
And if anybody's been trying to give me a call right now, man, my phone is cutting in and out here. It's just cutting in and on, turning on and off. There's a virus on it. I don't know what's really going on.
Nah, ain't
I
nothing
haven't really
like
been
that.
answering it all day or anything like that.
Ain't
but
nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that. He trying to play pussy. Go read the book Power of the Pussy and see how bitches do. You know what I'm saying? What men call them. And that's what he doing. He adopting the practices of bitches, doing what bitches do. I'm finna totally disrespect this whole ass nigga. Let's go, Chrissy Pissy, Missy.
I want to talk about how the same guys just keep rearing their ugly head or showing their ugly faces. And what I mean by
They're ugly. I told you the dude was gay. He started, I mean, you can't get 2 minutes off into his motherfucking clown ass circus act. You know what I'm saying? That I mislabeled as a dissertation. Dissertation is scholarly. All right, this is something that college people do. I talk college talk and college lingo, but he's supposed to be an engineer or some shit. He probably not even a real fucking engineer. He probably one of them engineers that you had to go to a trade school or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And the way he talked throughout his video, he must have, because he don't understand high English, high motherfucking scholarship reading, from not knowing how to read and illiterate at all, how to decipher whether these readings are high scholarly or whether they're illiterate. He just can't seem to do that. But we're going to get through all of that. Let's go.
that is not to disrespect them, but it's
It is, bitch.
the misinformation. And I'm starting to see that there's a sickness in the community, right, that tolerates.
If you haven't felt it first, being the spreader of this sickness, dude, what I'm trying to say is, bro, you should start with the man in the motherfucking mirror, bro. About misinformation. You never walked with Runoko Rashidi. You never walked with any scholar. You have no scholars to your credit. You have nobody out here that can validate you. Okay, nobody. Nobody of credibility. Nobody. You can't produce me not one motherfucking record where no legends have taught you anything. You can't produce me that you've ever seen any motherfucking body of real credentials, because all the real ones are dead, baby. All the bad motherfuckers dead. Guess what? They taught me before they died, though. They walked with me before they died. They didn't do that with you. Let's go, man.
A lot of misinformation that's being given out. And the people that give out the information.
Who's giving it out? You giving it out. So let's talk about the people that's giving out misinformation. Let's talk about people like unto yourself, bitch.
I noticed that they tend to find new strategies to get information out, right? And
yeah, like you, Consul, is a they. There's only one me here putting out information. You dig? There's only one me here putting out information. Yeah, this guy put out big time misinformation. You dig? Big time. Okay? And he wanted to sit up there and accuse me of that. You know what I'm saying? With nothing to stand on. Okay? Let's go.
I want to let you guys hear how people spread information. What up, Dehootie? I want to show you how people.
The only way to spread information is to talk. Is to spread words. you know, to write words. That's the only way you can spread information. There is no other rational and logical way to spread information other than to tell it. And you tell it by way of writing and speaking information. Okay? What this guy is talking about, he's just making up shit. He lives in the fucking fallacy la la land in a world of straight dumbness and confusion. Okay? Let's get back to this stupid shit.
People spread, right? But in order to know what spreading is, I'm gonna show what spreading is, right? Um,
Let us know what spreading is. And I'm going to let you know what spreading is not. We got to break this all the way down to its very last compound for this guy. Okay? Spreading. Okay. Spreading is to open out something so as to extend its surface area, width, or length. I spread a towel on the sand and sat down. I spread information. I spoke it, I wrote it, and the people received it. I spread information to open out something so as to extend its surface area, width, or strength. Now let's look at see if what this nigga say spreading is go in line with typical English. Unless he made up his own motherfucking definition. He gotta show us where is he getting this fucking definition of spreading from. And to open out so as to extend its surface area, width or length. Now let's see, does this definition, is it compatible with the shit that this goofy nigga talking about? Let's go.
spreading is it's flawed logic, right? It is very.
That is nowhere in the definition, flawed or logic. There were several words. Let's go back to the definition. There were several words in spreading this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 words in the definition of spreading, and you reduced it down to 2 and called it flawed logic. The flawed is not, out of all the words in this sentence, flawed or logic is not one of those words. Not mentioned one time, which means that your definition of spreading is a lie. Come on, brother. Stop it with the bullshit. And you talking about flawed logic? You talking about flawed logic? Come on, let's go back and look at what logic is, man. Come on, man. You talk very stupid logic. Okay. Okay, the logical fallacy of spreading. We're gonna get the logic first. We're gonna show you what the fuck you talking about, man. Okay? Logic. Logic definition. I can't listen to you 10 seconds without you coming with the mirage of lies, bro. Logic. Logic. Reasoning conducted or assessed according to strict principles of validity. Okay, you have to show us strict principles of validity, Chris. You have to show me where your reasoning that you conducted was assessed according to strict principles of validity. I don't think you know what valid is, okay? Maybe we have to break this down for the dummy, okay? Valid, V-A-L-I-D, valid definition. We have to do this. The quality of being logically or factually sound. Soundness or cogency. Okay? Or cogency. Meaning that you're cognate. Okay? You don't have these. You don't have none of these qualities. You don't have. There is no quality of being logically or factually sound. There's no facts or logic in nothing that you say. In fact, everything that you say goes against facts and it goes against logic. Okay, so there is no validity in what you're saying. So if there's no validity in what you're saying, there's no logic in what you're saying because there is no strict principles in which we can decipher what is valid and what is not. There are strict principles, brother. Logic is based upon strict principles in which you have none. You don't have one, okay? You don't have one syllogy to back up what you call logic, brother. Let's just stop the fuckery, okay? This is going to be a long video for you, fuckboy. Let's go.
Very flawed logic, right? And
You must prove that.
excuse me. Excuse me. Spreading is an example. It's something like a Gish gallop, right? But spreading is when you
Okay, well, now you're trying to make it like you making up logical fallacies. Let's go back to the spreading shit. Damn, bro, we can't even get a full 5 minutes out of you without a mirage of gish galloping. Bullshit. Spreading. Okay, let's look up this spreading shit. Come on, man. Spreading logical fallacy. Okay, because he's pushing this shit off. This is a logical fallacy. Spreading logical fallacy. Nothing comes up. Nothing. How long we gotta spend on this video to show you this nigga's full of bullshit? Thou should not commit logical fallacies, Chris. We list of logical fallacies. Nothing about spreading. Nothing. No, it's not in the keywords. Nothing, brother. You're making up shit. There's no such thing as this spreading logical fallacy that you're making. And when I looked up the definition of spreading, to spread something throughout the whole surface area. That's what I'm doing. And I guess what you're saying, I'm spreading misinformation. You're saying that I intentionally am deceiving the people. First, you have to prove that intent, brother. In the court of law, none of this shit was stand that you're saying on, bro. You sound like a fucking fool. Let's go.
when you take a topic and you layer the topic with so many facts, you just keep layering and layering and layering and layering and layering and layering. You're throwing so many layers on top of it. You know nobody can possibly answer all of that. And nor
That's called sufficient research, sir. Let's look up what sufficient mean, okay? Because I have to talk to you like you stupid because you don't understand facts and reality. Okay, I have to break down every word to you. Okay, sufficient means enough or adequate. 2 words. That's all you got to think about. I know that's too hard for you. So when I say sufficient, you should think of enough or adequate. Okay, adequate, adequate. I have more than sufficient research, my nigga. Okay, now let's look up the word sufficient, enough or adequate. Let's look up the word research. Okay. You call spreading sufficient research. And you trying to find some kind of way to fix that off as something bad. Research is a systematic investigation into and study of materials. The material study that I'm studying is books. Okay? And I'm systematically studying books because the system that I'm using is the finest scholars that are able to talk about this subject pro and con, white and black. Okay? those that have to lose and those that have to gain from talking about this type of subject. Okay, that's the systematic method. That's the methodology. That's the systematic investigation that I'm doing into the study of Afro-Asiatic materials and sources. Okay, in order to establish the facts. To establish the facts. You call establishing the facts upon layers, upon layers, upon layers, upon layers. That's called establishing the facts, stupid. Okay, and I'm establishing mounds and mounds and mounds of facts. But you call it spreading. I think we would be better off calling not spreading the facts, but establishing the facts. Okay, that's what I'm doing. For those that are stupid, I'm teaching you. That's what I'm doing. I am establishing the facts, and he could take it for what the fuck you want to take it as, because he is not the judge and the contender. Okay, just stand over there, be the contender, and take this ass whooping. In taking this ass whooping, I'm making it clear to you that I am not spreading nothing, motherfucker. I am establishing the goddamn facts, and you are spreading lies, my brother. Let's go back to let's go back to what spreading is. Okay, spread. Okay, we're going to establish that you spread lies, motherfucker. We got to talk simple English to you dumb niggas. Spread definition. To open out something as to extend its surface area wide or length. You open out lies, brother. So to extend the surface area of your lie, to extend the width of your lie, to extend the length of your lie. You open out something, brother. You open out lies. So as to extend the surface area of your lie, to expand the width of your lie, and to extend the length of your lie, or even the strength of your lie. You are spreading, my brother. I don't think you know what a lie is, okay? Let's go back to a lie, okay? Lie definition. You don't get it. I don't think you get it. A person or animal be in or assume a horizontal or resting position. You are spreading that you want to hold a resting position on a supporting surface. And you're lying on the lie. That's what you're doing. You're laying on the lie. So that would be lay. Now let's go back to lie definition. That's how you do that. We ain't gonna deal with the tricknology here. Lie. Okay? Or liar. How about that? Liar definition. Take our time and walk this nigga down. Lie. Lying. Okay. Spreading lies. Marked by or containing untrue statements. This guy is spreading untrue statements. He's spreading untrue statements. He's spreading untrue statements.
Or do you even care about the subject? And with spreading fallacies,
I care about the subject. That's why I'm doing this rebuttal to what you're saying. Every word. You know, that's what you do when you care. You take the time out, my brother. So, I mean, damn, brother. I mean, how many lies have you told all fucking ready, bro? Within 4 fucking minutes of a video, bro. This shit is sickening, bro. This is called, how many untrue statements have you made, bro? And this isn't even 4 minutes, and I gotta listen to an hour of this shit.
fallacies. They create red herrings. They create slippery slopes.
We're going to see who's creating the red herring and the slippery slope. Okay. We're going to see who distract from the topic at hand. Let's talk about what a red herring is so we don't have to deceive the people. Okay. And we're going to see who present the red herrings here. Okay. That's redlining definition, red herring. Red herring definitions. Okay. Red herring. Something, especially a clue, that is or intended to be misleading or distracting. Okay? A red herring is something that mislead or distract from a relevant or important question. The important question is, are the Jews, Israelites, and blacks synonymous? That's the question. Are they the same thing? When you say one, are you talking about the other? Okay, that's the question. And everything that he does will be distracting from that. Okay, it may it may be either a logical fallacy or a literary device that lead readers or audiences towards a false conclusion. Okay, and he is trying to lead you. He's distracting you from the topic or the things that I say. And he does it for the purpose of misleading you to a false conclusion. This is what Chris Herron does, but he said I does this. He said slippery slopes. And we're going to prove all of this shit. I mean, this guy's a fucking clown. I mean, he fucking with the wrong one. I'm going to break his bitch ass all the way down. A slippery slope argument in logic, critical thinking, political rhetoric, and case law is an argument in which a party asserts that a relatively small first step lead to a chain of relevant events culminating in some significant effect. It's almost like saying, if I give you, I want to give you some candy, but if I give you some, I'm going to have to give everybody else some. Okay? And I'm going to break that down for you. Okay? It is when a party asserts a relatively small step lead to a chain of relative events. If I give you some candy, I'm going to have to give everybody else some candy. Me giving you some candy and giving everybody else candy, the relative event is me giving away candy. And if I give away you candy, then I would have to give everyone some candy. See, that's a slippery slope argument because I could give you some candy and say, no, I don't want to give you none. Or no, I don't have enough to give you none. Or anybody else. Because I give someone some candy does not mean that I have to give everyone else some candy. That is a slippery slope. Okay? Well, I don't want to give nobody, I don't want to say hi to you, because if I have to say hi to you, then I have to say hi to everybody else. See, that is what you call a slippery slope logical fallacy. You won't see nothing like that coming from me. But we will see that happening with this brother. Okay, what did he say? Slippery slope, red herrings. What else did he say? Let's get to the bottom of this.
It's just so many different fallacies that these things create, right?
No, there's so many fallacies that you create, then you throw the fallacious rock, you point the finger in another direction, and then you hide your hand, nigga. Everybody knows you does this. And the sad part about it, you think this shit is good, cool, scholarship. You think it's worth merit, and it's worth shame and disgust. You should be embarrassed, my nigga.
So I was listening to Yasha Ben Israel, right?
No, you wouldn't.
And the information that he was putting forth, right? I was really listening to the information that he was putting forth. And as I was listening to it,
you can't listen to the information that I put forth and don't understand it, bro. Okay, how in the fuck can you be listening to the information that I put forth, nigga, when you just the other day said that the information that I put forth is beyond your understanding? It is not beneath you, it is above you. See, you understand the things that are beneath you. You went to school for algebra and geometry. You understand these things, even if you was horrible at it. You understand the discourse. You understand the language. Okay? Whether you're good at it or not is something different. You understand it. Because it is beneath you. You learned this shit in the 7th and 8th grade, dude. For you to be an engineer, you would have, that type of knowledge should have had to have been beneath you. Unless you're a fucking government Illuminati project and mold to the black community, somebody they just throw out there to fuck over us. And I don't think that you cut like that, my nigga. You too bitched out for that. All right. So you just full of fallacies, bro.
I was just like, wow, when is he gonna get to the point or debunk anything that I said? Now,
I get to the point of debunking what you said in my discourse. I hadn't even gotten a chance to get into my discourse. Okay, I just got into the preamble. You understand the opening statements, okay? And if you have this type of problem with my opening statement, oh my God, what kind of hell are you going to go through after I finish the whole dissertation, my brother? I do dissertations. I do scholarly essays, brother, that deals with questions, okay? The answers questions, brother. Okay? You make presentations like you're a fucking clown or something. Like you got something to offer somebody. You ain't got shit to offer nobody but a bunch of hating bias, bitch. Let's go.
here's something I noticed that they do a lot. What they do is they go find the next fringe author or another source.
Fringe author. Let's see if I found one. You say the next. Let's see if I found the first fringe author. I started out talking about the golden age of the Moors. Okay? So let's go see what we have here. First off, so he don't be able to fool the masses, because he used these words, you know, fringe, the border or outer edges of an area or a group. So he's saying that I am using the border or the outer edges of scholarship. Because the group that we're talking about is scholars. He's saying that I'm using those that are on the edge. You know, just on the edge, just getting in. You know, the one that you barely recognize. Okay? The one you barely want to let in. Let's see if these people that I bring up, let's see if they are fringe people. Let's see if they're on the edge. Let's see if they, you remember, don't push me cause I'm close to the edge, meaning that like you right at the point of where you about to fall off. Let's see if these guys were at the point of falling off, or let's see if they were the very epitome of the subject itself. Let's look at who the first quote I came from Runoko Rashidi. Okay, Runoko Rashidi. Let's see who this man is. Okay, Runoko Rashidi was born the 16th of August 1954. And he died the 2nd of August 2021. He was a historian, an essayist, an author, and public lecturer. He was a historian, an essayist, and that's why I understand dissertations. See, Runoko Rashidi's writings are essays, like I told you. And I give my dissertation. That's what I do. And my dissertation is the same dissertation in which Runoko Rashidi used. Scholarly writings, scholarly essays, my brother. And he wants to write down essays if those essays are something that fools do. No, presentations are what fools do. And I'll prove that to you further on. Okay, he was a historian, an essayist, an author, and public lecturer based in Los Angeles, California, and in Paris, France. He is the author of Introduction to the Study of African Classical Civilization and the editor of Unchained Afro Voices, a collection of poetry and prose by death row inmates at California's San Quentin Maximum Security Prison. Calling these people friends. Wow. As if though they were on the borders of intellect. Wow. But like they some strange group. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. This guy's known everywhere from colleges and universities all the way down to prisons, meaning that this man's name has rung bells in all walks of life and society. But this guy say he's on the border. That seemed like the epitome to me. He was a member of the editorial board of Africology. Now, how being a member of a board makes you the epitome of the board and not put you on the fringe edges of the board? Okay. The Journal of Pan-African Studies. He's a member of that. Okay, and he held an honorary doctorate degree of divinity from Amen-Ra Theological Seminary. He also supported the work of controversial scholars like Ivan Van Sertima. Let's look up Ivan Van Sertima and see what they got to say about him. Ivan Gladstone Van Sertima was a Guyanese-born British associate professor of Africana Studies at Rutgers University in the United States. The United States is considered the elite country. Rutgers University is considered one of the elite universities, and he was a professor of Africana Studies at Rutgers University. That does not sound like, nor does it fit. See, he talks about force fitting. That's what he's doing. Now he's force fitting. Okay? He's force fitting his idea of fringe onto my authors, and it just doesn't fit. My author's too big to fit in those shallow shoes. Okay? He was known, he was best known for his RMAC alternative origin speculations, a brand of pre-Columbian, same thing, contrast theory. He was proposed in his book, They Came Before Columbus, in 1976. While his Olmec theory has spread widely in African American community, both lay and scholarly. This man's work has spread both lay and scholarly. You can't be on the edge with your information being spread both lay and scholarly. All right. It was mostly ignored by Mesoamericanist scholarship. It was ignored, not debunked. Okay. And it has been dismissed as Afrocentric pseudo archaeology. But by whom? Okay, by whom? And pseudo history to the effect of robbing native African cultures. But this the guy who brought to you the Armax. Okay? This the guy who brought to you all of those statues of black figurines that are thousands and thousands of years old. And America Academia didn't even want you to know that they even existed. Why? Because they looked like black people, the same people that they were oppressing and robbing. If the same people who founded this country look like the people that they were oppressing and robbing, who are the people that are doing the robbery? Is it Ivan Van Sertima, or is it the people that is accusing him? I'll leave you to answer that question. Okay? You talk about these French scholars. Talk about these French scholars. Ivan Van Sertima was born in Kitty Village near Georgetown, what was then the colony of British Guiana, present day Guyana. He retained his British citizenship throughout his life. He completed primary and secondary school in Guyana and started writing poetry. So he was a scholar from his early age, knowing and displaying that he can read and write well early in his life. In primary and in secondary school. He attended the School of Oriental and African Studies, okay, the SOAS, at the University of London in 1959, before Chris Harris was born and possibly before his fucking parents was even born. In addition to his creative writings, Ivan Van Sertima completed his undergraduate studies in African languages and literature at SOAS, the School of Oriental and African Studies, in 1969, where he graduated with honors. I tell you, there's two people I brought up, and he called these people friends. He said that these people are friends, that they operate upon the borders and the brinks of society. What the fuck is this man talking about? He's talking fucking crazy. Let's go with this guy right here. Let's go with my home girl here, Emily Godwright. Let's go with Emily Godwright. Let's see here. Okay, me and graduating with honors and going to all of these schools of specific learnings. And we got Emily right here. Emily Godwright is a historian specializing in North African and Middle East and in the Middle East. Okay. She's a historian specializing in North African and the Middle East, with an emphasis on Muslim-Jewish relations, Sephardic history, Jews in Islamic text, black people in Islamic text, same thing, and Islamic urban studies. Her research language are modern standard Arabic, Moroccan Arabic dialects. So she speaks Arabic. She speaks like several dialects of Arabic, and I do too, so she would appreciate me. She speaks Hebrew and French. She got me beat by one discipline, which is French. She received her BA in Middle Eastern Studies from UC Berkeley and her MA in Middle Eastern Studies and PhD in History and Middle Eastern Studies from Harvard University. She began working at UC Berkeley in 2002 and served as chair of the Center for Middle Eastern Studies from 2005 to 2020. Man, she is author of The Milah of Marrakesh. That's Morocco, because I have to explain that. Because Morocco, if you don't understand that Marrakesh, if you don't know what Marrakesh is, then I'm certain that you don't know what the Volubilis is. And because he didn't know what Marrakesh was, he obviously didn't know that the Volubilis was, the ruins of Volubilis was in Marrakesh. So I have to explain to you that all of that is in Africa. Western Africa, northwestern Africa. Okay, and she is the author of Jewish and Muslim Space in Morocco's Red City. Jews and Muslim Space in Morocco's Red City, Marrakesh. Jewish Morocco. A History from Pre-Islamic to Proto-Columbian Times, 2020, and co-editor of the Jewish Cultures and Societies of North America. This lady got degrees from Harvard. Okay? This guy's a fucking clown. There's nothing fringe about these people. Nothing. He has nothing to fucking stand on. All he's saying is a budge. He's spitting a barrage of lies and false information. All right, let's go.
That they think nobody else has read. And they'll.
I don't think. How in the fuck could I think that nobody have read Emily Gottwright's work when she's a fucking college professor at one of America's most prestigious universities? How in the fuck can I think nobody have read her when her work is spread throughout Wikipedia, the very first thing that pops up on any fucking subject? How in the fuck could I have thought that, brother? Do you think that low of me, bro? You think that low of yourself that you think that everybody think beneath you, brother? You fucking stupid, nigga. Everything you say is fucking dumb.
Introduce it to everybody, and he'll say, "See, the Moroccan Jews."
Well, I did introduce Emily Gottwright to you, because you didn't know who the fuck she is, brother. And then you're going to come up with some stupid shit in your call that you made the other day about, but see, look at the book. She has white people on the cover. But everybody has always told you don't judge a book by its cover. But you knew. You're trying to assert that judging a motherfucking book by its cover is a good thing to do when you've been taught that by your elders all your life that that's the wrong thing to do. You was always taught by your motherfucking elders, do not judge the book by its cover. I guess because you don't believe in God. And it tells you to respect your elders in the Bible. You don't want to respect your elders, you dumb fuck. So you're going to disrespect everything that every old motherfucker ever told you. Man, you's a fucking fool, dog. Okay? You's a fucking fool, my nigga.
Were black, right? And you'll wait for them to say something about them being indigenously black, and you never hear it.
You did hear it. You heard it when I said that in the book, The Golden Age of the Moors, page 61, article written by both Runoko Rashidi and James E. Brunson. I told you the article, I told you the book, I told you the author. I didn't tell you the year. Do you need me to tell you the fucking year too? I got the book right here in my fucking hand, stupid. Why do you play these type of games with grown ass men, bro? Alright. The book was autographed by me, by the author itself, and fucking on the first page in 1/28/2017, dude. And the book was published in 1992. It was copywritten in 1992, man. And on page 61, I'm going to read it for you again. Liar. Okay, you're saying that you have not seen anything, basically what I said, that these people were black. This is a fucking lie. I said on page 61, in The Golden Age of the Moors, written by Runoko Rashidi and Ivan Van Sertima, he said that they quoted al-Bakri stating, according to al-Bakri in the 10th century. In fact, 1078 to be specific. There were amongst the Sanhaja Berbers blacks professing Judaism. I will repeat that again. There were amongst Sanhaja Berbers blacks professing Judaism. What part about that you didn't fucking hear, man? About indigenous people. Africans are indigenous. Black, you're not talking about the white Africans, the white indigenous of Loango. There's white people that's indigenous to Africa, bro. The Loango Jews are not white indigenous. But there is white indigenous to Loango, bro. White indigenous people. I'm not talking about that. We talking about the black indigenous, bro. We talking about the black. Okay? And there were amongst the Sanhaja Berbers professing blacks, professing Judaism. These are referred to as the Bafour, B-A-F-O-U-R. The Bafour practiced Judaism. They practiced Judaism before they were overcome and absorbed by the Almoravids, brother. This is they was practicing Judaism before they ever practiced Islam. Okay? And the Bafour and Sanhaja are both linked, by the way, through their association with the early rulers of Ghanaian empires. But you're going to keep on telling these people these lies that I have not talked about indigenous people. I talk about a group of black people indigenous to Africa, brother, that has the same DNA as every African in there, that has more African DNA than your bitch ass. You dig what I'm saying? I talk about that. And you keep lying to the people as if though I didn't do this. Nigga, we can't even get past the first motherfucking 2 points without you crying and cracking up like a retarded bitch. Bro, be a man, man. Be a man. Be a man and own up to the fact that you don't know what the fuck. You let everybody off to think that you know. You're misleading, bro. You're fucking misleading. This is going to be a very, 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 very long video. Okay? It's going to be very long. Because I got to break it down all the way for you clown ass niggas.
I thought I did a great job of addressing Moroccan Jews and their history.
How? How you think you did a great job at addressing Moroccan Jews and their history, and you don't even know about motherfucking Morocco? I piss on you niggas. I piss in your face, boy. That's how much respect I got for you. Alright? And that's for real. And then I wipe my ass with you niggas. You hear what I'm saying? And then I flush the toilet on your scholarship. That's what I do to guys like you. How the fuck do you think you did a great job by addressing Moroccan history? By disrespecting Moroccan scholars. How? How you thought you did that? You think that fucking stupid, bro? Apparently you do.
History. I think I'm gonna have to go into it a little bit more.
You're gonna have to, because that shit you talking about don't cut the surface, bro. It don't cut the surface.
Now, Moroccan Jews were not black people. They just weren't. They were always in North Africa.
They're not black people. They're just not. They always were in North Africa. No, they were not. The Moroccan Jews don't say that they were always in North Africa. History doesn't say that they were always in North Africa. The scholars doesn't say that they were always in North Africa. And DNA does not say that they were always in North Africa. Their DNA signatures have a time stamping. Okay? And the Jews, the oldest Jewish DNA that could be connected to any Jew is the E branches, my brother. And you don't have no evidence of the E branches being everywhere in the world. Always. Neither do you have it being in Africa. Always. Okay? And you got the oldest DNA bones that they have in Western Africa come from the Cameroons. And they talking about 50, 100,000 years ago. And that DNA is not related to the modern African American today, my brother. So what the fuck are you talking about, brother? You did a horrible job addressing Africa. You did a horrible job addressing African history. You did a horrible job addressing African people, my nigga. And you thought this? You mean to tell me you thought you did a good job? Brother, you did a fucked up job. You need to be re-educated, my nigga. Totally. Nigga. Bitch. Alright? I piss in your face, nigga.
They were there. Face it. Right? But those are Jews. That's what they are. They're Jews. So when I was...
But see, there's a problem there, because you did just say that they had always been in Africa. When in the speech that you just gave just prior to this, you said that they had not been in Africa prior to the Alhambra decree. Okay? So now you're lying. You lost the debate again, nigga. Bitch. Bitch, nigga.
I was listening to him. He had the title was called "Chris Harris Gets Rocked." Yeah, I
Get the
got
shit
trying to make
rocked
a
out
play
of
on
this bitch
Will
ass.
Smith beating up Chris Rock or whatever,
Hoe
like that,
ass
slapping
nigga.
Chris Rock or whatever. So as I was listening to it, it took almost Mel. I'm live right now, brother. You can come in if you want to. As I was listening to it, okay, cool. I got you. And Gozy, want me to hit him up? I got you. So what they're doing is running to one author to the next author to the next author, and they're not really synchronizing the information correctly.
Hold up. Running from one author to the next author to the next author is researching. Okay, so now you're saying that now you're crying about us researching as if though that's bad, and then you want to add that we're syncing the information incorrectly. Now, all of us have been to school. When can you produce any person that ever been to school that had a teacher ever tell them that they were syncing information incorrectly? The only person that could have ever been told to is the motherfucker that's trying to spread this abuse to us. Motherfucker, bitch ass nigga. That's how abused people be. They have been abused by teachers and not accepted by the world because of their own motherfucking mental inconsistencies and incapabilities. And then they want to turn around and abuse others. Mentally abused. That's what this nigga is. He's a bunch of fucking mental abuse, motherfucking intellectual abuse, disrespect, and bias. And hate. That's what the fuck. This nigga just all negative. And y'all want to follow that? Be my motherfucking guest. I'm not going. And I'm going to battle this bitch ass all the way out and win.
They're looking for anything that says black and Jews and not understanding the context of what's...
Well, if I am looking to prove that the blacks are Jews, shouldn't I be looking for anything? In fact, shouldn't I be looking for everything, pro and con? That's how you do bias. That's how you do unbiased research, nigga. What the fuck is you looking for? See, the problem is that you too busy critiquing my sources instead of comparing my sources. Okay? You should be comparing my sources to yours, not critiquing them to yours. Okay? And I think you should be actually critiquing them to yours. Where's yours? Let's talk about your scholars. Who in the fuck is he? Who is the scholar that backed up that bullshit that you just sit up there and presented to us? That throw up, that regurgitated vomit that you spewed in all the black people motherfucking faces, brother. And then expect us to be happy about that goofy shit. Right? Let's go forward, bro.
What's being said. So, in the realm of theology, if you're African and you study Judaism, you are a black Jew.
What theologies are being studied in Judaism? Christianity, Judaism, Islam. And if you study Jewish theology, then you are a black Jew. Oh, thank you for discovering that. See, the thing about it is, what is understood do not need to be explained. Who in the fuck do you think don't understand that, dummy? You? We didn't even ask you a question on that to make you even think that we don't understand that. The fuck make you think we don't understand that? What is understood don't need to be explained, dummy. Why in the fuck do you feel like you need to explain that to us, dude? We understand that. Where's the idea of misunderstanding spewing from? It's all out your dumb ass head, man. Nowhere else. That's called absurd, my nigga. Do I need to look up the definition of absurd too? Let's go.
Right? Why are they continuously looking for Jews and not Israelites? Now he was saying that Taharka came in.
Jews and not Israelites and Taharka. Why are we looking for Jews and not Israelites? That's just like saying, dumbass nigga, why are you looking for Nigerians and not Africans? Man, you talk dumb, bro. What's the syllogism behind that, man? What's the logical syllogism behind this stupid shit you saying, bro? Let me tell you what a syllogy is. A syllogy, and I'm going to prove that earlier. A syllogy is when you take one premise and add it to another premise to come up with the conclusion. Nigga, you just come up with premise on top of premise on top of premise and with no conclusion. You don't have no syllogism. And so therefore the shit that you say cannot be logical, my brother. Okay?
Into Spain, like it made absolutely no sense. And I want you guys to listen to this for yourself, because he hates himself actually, and it's very interesting what he did.
No, I
and
don't.
It just shows me that they don't even know how to comprehend information properly. Miscitation.
Show me how that show you that. It didn't show nobody else that. Show me how the fuck did that show you that. See, you don't prove nothing. To prove something means to establish your truth by demonstration through argument. Bro, you have not established no truth. You have not demonstrated your arguments, brother. You just make a wild ass assertions, bro, with no proof of nothing.
Misquoting or misrepresenting what somebody's trying to put forth.
How in the fuck can you misquote what somebody is put forth when you read it word for word? You can't. It's impossible. Okay? So that's thrown out the fucking window. How can you misrepresent a motherfucking man who I've walked and talked with? Okay? Who I've had Moorish conversations about African history with? Who have told me, who I have pictures with, who I have the autograph with. I have everything that I need other than this motherfucker's DNA. That's what you fags look for. Okay? The man has validated me, brother. Okay? That's not no Photoshop picture of me and Runoko Rashidi, brother. That very night, brother, I did a lecture with this man, brother. Right here in Detroit. Go ask Malik Shabazz. They got it on tape, bro. Alright? Go ask Devin King, brother. We all saw it. You didn't see it. Because you wasn't there. Because you don't know. Because you're not aware. Just like you don't know African history. Nigga, you don't know African American history. You don't even know what went on in your own fucking city concerning this type of discourse with the scholars. Dumbass nigga. The fuck you talking about? Shut your bitch ass up.
It's amazing what they do. And I want you guys to hear it. And then I'm going to...
It only... knowledge is only amazing to a fucking fool who don't know. Those who know are aware. They're used to it, brother. Just dumb shit on top of dumb shit.
To expose Black Jesus Minister, a.k.a. the Vanquillatress and his dummy. All right? Because that's...
Your mama a dummy, bitch. And she produced another dumb motherfucker like you. And I can prove that, nigga. And I'm gonna prove that all throughout this video. Why you can't even begin to stand on shit you say, ho. Bitch.
What Yasha Ben Israel is. And I find it funny that when I call up there to address your information, you can't sit up there and give me the common courtesy to speak to you. But yet my name is in your video. That is amazing. You got my... And I noticed this. A lot of these Israelites...
How is that amazing to you that your name is in my video when just the day before my name was in your video, which means that you drew the first punch, bitch? How is it amazing that you could throw a punch at me and I don't punch your bitch ass back? How the fuck did that amaze you and you from Detroit? How do people stand by that? We don't get down like that in Detroit, bitch. You throw a punch, you get your ass shot down here in Detroit, boy. Like you getting shot down right now, nigga. You can't even breathe. You can't even make a fucking full sentence without me correcting your dumb ass, nigga. I mean, this is ridiculous, nigga. That means that everything you say is a fucking lie.
They mention my name, but when I call up there, they don't even remember what they just said.
We can't. We remember.
Spread all over the place.
We remember what we said. We remember what we said. The thing about it was that you called at the wrong time, bro. It's called. It's not. It's called undisciplined. You do not start asking people questions at the beginning of their motherfucking presentation, brother. You just don't do that. That's called discipline. You sit your dumb ass down and shut the fuck up and listen and observe. Get you a pen and some paper. And then wait till it's time to call in. That's called discipline, nigga. You didn't show that. Let me show you what discipline is. Let me show you, man. Motherfuckers be talking to me like I'm fucking stupid. Let's look up discipline, man. I mean, this guy's a fucking clown. Okay. Let's look up what discipline is and what's discipline and what's not. The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior. The rules is, motherfucker, you call in at the end of the show. Now, wherever have Sinetta ever allowed motherfuckers to call in at the beginning of the show? What part of the motherfucking rules have that ever been? It's always been a part of the rules of disrespect, nigga. And your bitch ass called in disrespectfully. Early. Nigga, the show wasn't even over, dog. I don't blame Sinetta because he was ending the show and he said that. But I blamed you for calling in undisciplined. Okay? Your code of behavior was it just goes against the rules of obedience, brother. It shows that you was not trained, brother. All right? Using punishment to correct disobedience. Okay? Brother, you're not disciplined, brother. Okay? Obedient to what? What was you punishing me for? You should be punished. And just like Sinetta said, you should have gotten your ass off the phone. You should have been disciplined. Okay? You should have been corrected for not obeying the fucking rules. You should be disciplined, punished, okay, for not being obedient to the practice of training, bro. Of knowing how to motherfucker act and behave, bro. You the undisciplined motherfucker. That's the reason why we did not entertain your goofy ass, undisciplined ass phone call, bitch. I don't respect you bitch ass niggas, man. We gonna do this shit all fucking day. Let's go. Let's motherfucking go.
Place. This is what I'm going to continue to ask. Show me the cultural context. I need some cultural context amongst these tribes you're mentioning here, or these people.
The cultural context is Sanhaja Berbers. Okay, who were non-Muslim, who Ibn Khaldun, who was a Muslim, who entered into Africa as a Muslim, and most likely was born a motherfucking Muslim, said that the Sanhaja Berbers were not Muslims before the Muslim conquest, brother. So we're talking about culture. What culture were they if they were practicing Judaism before Islam? They were of the Jewish culture, my brother, of the African, Moroccan, Jewish, Algerian, Sanhaja Confederacy. That's their culture. But you're saying that this is, I have not spit cultural context. I haven't even gotten into the beginning of my fucking presentation without this nigga just spewing a mirage of fucking gish galloping lies. Gish galloping is when you spread a mirage of fucking lies and half-truths. You know what I'm saying? So that would nobody be able to dissect this shit. But his gish galloping is weak because I'm dissecting all of that shit and I'm doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? He does so much fucking gish galloping. If he didn't, I wouldn't have to stop him behind every fucking lie he tells.
People groups that you keep mentioning, because you're not showing me Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You're not showing me anything. You're taking a term like Jew, which...
Jew. Let us look up the word fucking Jew. You say I'm not showing you anything. This is fucking sad, man. This nigga is so stupid. Jew, a member of a people and cultural communities whose traditional religion is Judaism and who trace their origins through the ancient Hebrew people of Israel. You said I haven't showed you a Jew, I haven't showed you an Israel, I haven't showed you a Manasseh, a Naphtali. I showed you Israel and I showed you a Jew, brother. Jew is from Judah, my friend. I don't understand why you don't get that. Okay, I don't understand why the fuck you don't get that. Okay, we can look up the etymology. Let's look up the etymology. Jew means Judah, dude. I don't see why the fuck you trying to make it so it's not when all of the scholarly sources say so. Brother, it makes everything you say look like a fucking lie and a fool, brother. The etymology, Jew, okay? Origin, Hebrew, Yahuda, Jew. Hebrew, Yahudi. Aramaic, Ayudios. Latin, French, Jewel. English, Judah. Middle English, Jew. The same fucking word, brother. I'm showing you the tribe of Judah, bro. I'm showing you the tribe of Judah. Another lie. Just lie on top of lie on top of motherfucking lie.
Which can be anybody. A term like Jew, which can literally be anybody.
No, it can't. The definition of Jew don't mean that it can be anybody. You saying that, but the definition does not say that. The definition is correct, and you are not, brother. The fuck you talking about? I'm going by what the definition say. Fuck with that dumb shit you talking about, bro. All right? You talk stupid.
And you're trying to apply it to an entire people group. The biblical tribes had
an entire people group, brother. Let me. You don't get this. I'm trying to apply this. Who's applying? Who's trying to apply this, brother? You got me fucked up, brother. You ain't getting this. A member. That's an entire people group of a people. A member of a people, a member of an entire people group. Brother, I have not done this. The motherfucking definition, the people who wrote the Oxford Language Dictionary did this, brother. And you accusing me another lie on top of lie. This brother's crying because I build facts on top of facts on top of facts. And I cry because this nigga build lies on top of lies on top of lies. You lost, buddy. Fuck out of here, dumbass nigga.
Had names. The biblical tribes had names like Judah, Levi, Dan, Gad, Naphtali.
Judah, 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 Yahuda, Yahud, Judah, Adios, Judah, Judea, Jew, Judah, Yahudi, Yahuda, dummy. It's fucking stupid, bro.
Joseph, they had Ephraim, right? They had names. Why aren't you naming Manasseh? Why aren't you showing?
No, why aren't you disproving me? Okay? You spending too much time telling me how to better some shit that's already greatly prepared against you when you should be trying to better your fucking arguments, nigga. Because all the shit that you say is lies and none of mine. Got me fucked up.
Showing me the tribe of Manasseh or the tribe of Levi or the tribe of Judah. How come you're not showing me any of that? What you're doing is showing me
because the argument that you inherited, which was my argument that I named, is about whether the Jews in Western Africa were the converts or the descendants of the Israelites. And I'm proving over and over again that Judah descends from Israel and that we as black Africans descend from Judah. And I'm proving it over and over again. I proved it so well that I bust your boy Garfield's ass and you didn't like it. So you finna step up and get your ass knocked out too. All right, let's go.
Jews and anywhere you see black and you present it to the audience, and I'm going to be honest with you. It was 45 minutes of Black Jesus.
Hold up. Ain't that what I'm supposed to do? What the fuck Black Jesus Minister did, Tazariak did, and what you did before I got there ain't got shit to do with me, dog. I did what I was supposed to do, and I did it well. Bitch ass up.
Minister yelling at the top of his lungs, making a fool of himself, and Captain Tazariak checked the shit out of him. Check the shit out of his ass.
What about how I check the shit out of you and make a fool out of you, which is the topic of discussion here? Now, this is called a red herring distraction. See, the topic of discussion is me and Chris Harris. Okay? Chris Harris inherited a beef that had nothing to fucking do with him. Okay? So, before you inherit that ass kissing, do like KRS-One did, boy, and know you slipping. Okay? You out here fighting and don't even know what the fuck you fighting about, bro. You just popping off at the fucking mouth, nigga. You getting your ass beat and don't even know why you getting your ass mangled.
His ass. I was like, damn. It tapped into Tazariak's voice. Never went past here. It stayed right there. Checked the shit out his ass.
Did you see when I checked the shit out of your ass about why you lying about there was no Jews in Africa prior to the Alhambra decree? And I showed your ass wrong about there's dead bones that's been there for 1,000 years prior to the fucking Alhambra decree. Right there, just been dead in Africa for over 1,000 years prior to the fucking Alhambra decree. You should have been damning about that instead of shaking your motherfucking head as if though I'm wrong. Nigga, you were shaking your head because, damn, the nigga got me. Bitch ass nigga. That's what you did.
And just told him, like, yo, man, I'll never debate you. You're not a scholar. You're an act. All you do is disrespect him. He checked him so bad. Black Jesus Minister was sitting there like this.
No, Black Jesus Minister is not a scholar. He's more in line with the professor. Black Jesus Minister has had countless checks given to him to teach his profession. That's called a professor, my nigga. Black Jesus Minister is a retired professional, a retired professor, brother, a retired educator. Tazariak ain't shit out here but a fucking cult leader, bro. Stop that bullshit, bro.
He was just checking him. And I found it amazing that, once again, they did almost an hour of yelling and coon baiting and all this other hemming and heeing and hawing, and they never brought forth any information. As a matter of fact, they played a clip of him asking me...
Because the informant hadn't arrived yet. I mean, brother, what's understood shouldn't be explained. Anybody can go back and watch the video and see that I was not there. I'm the informant. How the fuck you gonna get information without the informant? Your syllogisms is off, brother. And you trying to push this ignorance off as though it's logic. It's stupidity, brother. It's stupidity. It's bitch stupidity. You just don't want to lay down and die, bruh. You need to lay down and die. You lost, nigga, you lost the very first confrontation that we had, dumb nigga. Stop it.
Me and Kansu some irrelevant questions, and Black Jesus Minister...
How in the fuck are you not knowing about the ruins of Volubilis, Morocco, irrelevant to the history of Morocco? Irrelevant to the history of the people of Morocco. How is that irrelevant? It's only irrelevant to a motherfucking fool and idiot.
Saying that he's the king of debaters now. Ooh, he confused Chris and Kansu.
Dude, I'll bust your ass, nigga. And I'm busting your ass now. Let's go.
So, family, let's play this video, man, and let the foolishness take place.
Let the foolishness take place. We're going to play the video, okay? Now, there's nobody there but him, his camera, and his video. Okay? That's premise number one. Him, his camera, and his video. That's premise number one. Premise number two. There's nobody there. But number one, there's nobody there but him, his camera, and his video. Number two is that the foolishness now must begin. Now, the conclusion is that the syllogism states that the only fool in the house that is going to begin his foolishness is him. Because a camera can't produce foolishness without a human performing the folly. And the video can't perform the folly because he's going to play the video and then the folly is going to begin. Let's see if we could play this video everywhere in the fucking world and there will be no folly that happens amongst this video being played. But let's see what happens when we play the video amongst a motherfucking fool and let us just watch how the folly begins.
All right, let's get this up. All right, let's go here. All right, let's get it here. All right, I hope everybody can see this. I hope everybody can see this.
No, you don't. You just did it on side another channel where everybody can see it at. Everybody can't see this on your motherfucking weak ass channel, and you know everybody ain't gonna see it on your weak ass channel. Why in the fuck would you hope that somebody can see some shit in a place where people don't fucking see at? That's just like hoping motherfucking Ray Charles can see anywhere on the fucking planet. It's just stupidity. It's stupid.
I'm gonna get ready to hit play.
Ain't no intellect in none of this goofy shit.
Right. Let's try and get this thing started here. Can everybody see this? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Bingo. All right. Matter of fact, okay. We should be able to see it now. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's get this thing started. I'm gonna enlarge the screen, and I want you guys to listen to this. This is when he goes into his presentation about proof.
No, I
of
do
the
dissertation,
Jews
whole
being
ass
black,
nigga.
and I want you guys to hear how long it took for him to get to this point. We're gonna move on. I'm not gonna make this a long video, but this might get very entertaining for you all, and I'm pretty sure you guys
I do dissertations, whole ass nigga.
So let's take a listen here to this bullshit. Okay, you wanna click that link? Click the link here. Click the link to number 1. Okay, and I'm gonna blow it up. Yeah. So he's using Emily Gottreich as his source of information.
And I should.
To use her, and he cites her here at the Center for Middle Eastern
I should.
Studies from the University of California, Berkeley. So let's
2 times Harvard graduate, I should. UC Berkeley, 2-time graduate, I should.
Emily Gottreich. Yes, Emily Gottreich. Let me go through this pretty fast. Emily Gottreich, a adjunct professor, global studies, and Department of History, senior research scholar, and program director of CMES at Berkeley University. Okay.
Now,
Ushers, help them. Wherever you are, help them.
watch this whole ass
On the
nigga
left
right
hand side,
here.
help them there. The power! Holy Ghost! Where is that lady? Touch! Bring them to me. Okabalanda.
Let's back up out of that goofy shit.
Man, oh man. That when I first saw that, I said, from Harvard University in 1992.
Now he got a problem with me quoting my sources and getting the world familiar with the greatness and the expertise of my sources in comparison to these nobody ass nothing motherfuckers that he claimed is the scholar of his sources, which really ain't nobody but Khonsu and Melvin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the fucking day. So he's going to, what he is doing now is setting up the red herring distraction. He is trying to distract you, people, from the expertise of my sources because he don't have no fucking expertise in his sources. All right? This is part one. All right? Let's continue.
And a BA in Middle Eastern Studies from UC Berkeley in 1989. Her research focuses on Moroccan Jewish history and Muslim-Jewish relations in broader Arabic Islamic context. Of course, it's taught by Professor Gottwright, include Jews and Muslims, GS 142/History 100, and North Africa History, Culture, Society, GS 150. Get it out. Scope and method of research in MES GS 102. Survey. Y'all see what the audience is saying? Y'all really trying to debate Chris Harris with this foolishness? Thank you, Tash, the student. You're beautiful. Thank you, sister. See, the audience don't even believe these fools. Of World History, GS 45, and senior thesis in MES 190/H 195. This lady is no joke. He doesn't know what he's reading. Let's go to what she stated. Let's back up out of that. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We're back to the email. Go down to number 2. Go down to number 2. You can blow that up so that. Okay, I want you guys to notice what he did. He cited an author, but he's reading her work from his email.
Wow! Whoop-de-fucking-do! He committed a fucking crime and sin against the art of debate. Man, if you don't cut that bitch shit out, it don't matter whether I read that shit off a motherfucking pencil. The facts is the facts, nigga, and deal with the motherfucking facts, nigga. I wouldn't give a fuck if I read that bitch off a rock. What kind of fucking logic does this clown ass nigga have? The facts is the facts, and everything he is doing is diverting from the motherfucking facts. He haven't touched one fact. He haven't disproved not one motherfucking thing I said, just crying like a bitch. Get your bitch ass out of here. I don't like you, nigga.
This shows that he's a bit disingenuous, okay? Because he doesn't really have her book.
When we agreed to be roommates, we said no romantic involvements. Son, your mother and I... My roommate...
Disingenuous. Oh, boy. Disingenuous. This guy says that I am a bit motherfucking disingenuous has something to do with, just off the top of my head, and I'm going to actually prove it, okay? And what I think disingenuous is more in line with the scholarship of being disingenuous than the shit he talking about. The shit he says has nothing to do with being disingenuous. Being disingenuous is me pushing off information to you, deliberately deceive me, okay? Meaning that I must have been made aware of the truth. I must have been made aware of the facts, and then deliberately chose to deceive the people. He ain't get this bitch ass nigga don't even know me. He arguing against a man that he don't know. He didn't give me the facts. He didn't give me the truth. He didn't. And he the only motherfucker that he can hold accountable to do that. He can't prove that anybody else should have or could have or even done it. You see what I'm saying? The shit that he says is just really stupid and fucking backwards. Okay? I'm out here driving right now, and I'm just having fun with my people, enjoying my page and exploring my page. And I'm just finna do my thing with old Chris bitch ass Harris before I tear his ass up in person, without spitting out one part of my motherfucking shit tonight. Right? Now that I'm here, we stop. We're gonna look up this word disingenuous here. Excuse me. Here we're gonna look up this word disingenuous.
Call me son.
We're gonna look up this word disingenuous,
Not if you keep this
and
up.
we're gonna see who is fucking disingenuous here.
Get off your parents' car insurance.
Y'all gotta excuse me here, cause my computer don't want to act right. It started doing shit while I was driving. But all this don't even fucking matter, cause I'm finna erase this shit anyway. Come down. Get up out of there.
Man, oh man.
We ain't even got 20 minutes into the video
they
yet.
added, if you were on the platform.
Okay, we're gonna find it all out. We're gonna get to the bottom of this whole ass nigga. Because it wasn't much said that I said. This nigga he conflated about 20-30 minutes of me talking into an hour video, and I'm going to conflate his hour video into a 2-hour video. Okay. Disingenuous. This nigga don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I know what the fuck he not talking about. Okay, disingenuous. Disingenuous means not candid or not sincere. You think I'm not sincere about trying to get my people to understand that we've been lied to, and that people like Chris are out here taking oaths to keep the lie? You know what I'm saying? To uphold the lie? You think I'm not sincere about that? You must be out your motherfucking mind. Typically by pretending that one knows less about something than he does really know. What the fuck am I pretending that I don't know? You think that I'm pretending that I don't know that white people are Jews? I'm not pretending to be aware that I know white people are Jews. And I know how they became Jews. I know about the E1B1A parent haplogroup that they hold, that all white Jews have. I know about the R1B gene that they have that proves and validates their blackness. I'm not acting like I know less. In fact, I'm acting like I know a lot more than I actually know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being disingenuous. I'm being the opposite. What's the opposite of disingenuous? I'm just tell you what I'm being. I'm being frank. You say I'm being disingenuous, when in actuality, I'm being frank with you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in their right mind can see that I'm being just straight up. Everybody y'all should see that I'm being straight up. So if I'm being straight up, I could not be being disingenuous. The reality is that you're not being straight up. You're a fucking straight up liar. That's what the fuck you is. If you being straight up about anything. Okay?
So let's take a listen here to this bullshit.
MES 190/H195. This lady is no joke.
He doesn't know what he's reading.
Let's go to...
I say this lady is no joke. Now how can the fuck I not know what I'm reading when I'm proclaiming that this woman is not a joke? And then he laugh and take that. What the fuck part of logic is that? That's stupidity. The bitch nigga don't know me. He don't know me from a can of fucking paint to be able to even evaluate what the fuck I know. And he don't know the lady. All we know is that he's a fucking fool. Let's go.
Where she stay? Let's back up out of that. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We're back to the email. Go down to number 2. Go down to number 2. You can blow that up so that.
Okay, I want you guys to notice what he did. He cited an author, but he's reading her work from his email.
Oh God, here we go with that bullshit again. Oh, I did something really wrong. I don't give a fuck whether I got it from a rock, a tree. I don't give a fuck whether I'm citing it from a message that a fucking a pelican dropped off here. Dude, I got that work, nigga. You should just be worried about the work. And see, niggas like you can't see the forest for the motherfucking trees, bro. It's about you don't know the subject from the motherfucking predicate, bro. Stop it.
All right, this shows that he's a bit disingenuous, okay? Because he doesn't really have her book. He received from information probably from somebody. But you see where
I don't need her book, okay? I don't need her book. I don't have her book. You don't need her book, and you don't have her book as of the point in which you quoted it. So we're at even ground, brother. You're speaking on some shit from a book that you don't have and an understanding that you don't have. And I'm speaking some shit from a book that I don't have that verifies an understanding that I've had long time ago. It's a difference here, dumb nigga. Let's get this shit correct.
it says these 4s and 4s and 4s, that when I first saw that, I said, he pulled this off Wikipedia. So he cited, he gave.
You shouldn't have had to guess that I pulled it off Wikipedia when you can see right fucking there. My sources is clear to the world. This is why we do it like this, so we can explain our sources. You don't have to guess my sources when I tell you where I get my information from. This is not this bullshit that you created called ambush scholarship. I tell you clearly what my sources is, and I'll give them to you before the debate. And I'll let you wrestle with that, and by the time the debate comes, you done lost the debate because you're too busy trying to deal with my sources instead of my argument, creating straw man arguments.
He gave a citation of the author who wrote it, right? But he didn't pull it from her work, her book.
I don't have to. All I have to do is take her words and connect it to her work. And I did connect it to her work by quoting the words of her work, which is both in her book and on Wikipedia, bitch ass nigga. The fuck kind of game you playing with people, boy? Stop it. Stop it.
Book. He pulled it from Wikipedia and he went and got the citation.
It don't matter whether I got it out your mama's pussy, nigga. I got it. I got the it. Quit dealing with me pulling shit out your mama's pussy, okay? And deal with the it that I got, okay? Stop it. That's called a red herring distraction, my nigga. You're supposed to deal with the it. Everything is revolved around the it. He got it. The direct article. Everything is about the direct article, nigga. He got too many words, TWO, many words, man, to talk about the IT, man. Too many motherfucking syllables, too many motherfucking alphabets, bro. You don't get it. You confused, brother.
Off of Wikipedia, which is fine by me. But he never read.
No, it's not fine by you, or you wouldn't have said it. Liar. Just lie on top of lie on top of lie. You can't even finish. This nigga's like about 2-3 last per sentence ass nigga. Just listen to this nigga. Real, man. This nigga crazy, dog. Man, this nigga done lost his shit, bro.
Her work. This is called pseudoship and lookership, as we say in the community. He never read it.
Oh boy, I'm left for words. We call this lookership and pseudoship in the community. What the fuck is the community? A community this bitch ass nigga just got in, dude. You just got in the community, bro. Black Jesus brought you into the community. I've been in the community over 30 years, bro. And all the heavyweights, all the real scholars know me, bro. All right? Stop it, boy.
Now watch what he does.
People can read with me what she stated. Go ahead. Okay. What she stated, she said that it is possible that some Jews fled to North Africa.
It! We talk about the topic of discussion, it. What is possible? The it that we talk about is that Jews, Africans, blacks are synonymous. That's the it that we're talking about here. And she said that it is possible. 3 words. It is possible. This bitch graduated from Harvard, man. The fuck you talking about, boy? She said this is possible, man. Some people just wish the worst for our people, man. Clearly. They wish you be stupid. He wish I was stupid, but I'm not. I ain't nobody's bitch, and I ain't about to be yours, boy. All right.
After the destruction of the first temple in the 6th century BCE, or the destruction of the second temple in the 1st century CE.
Ooh, 6th century BCE, 1st century CE. Now watch when she talk about how that it, the topic of discussion. The topic of discussion is whether Jews were Africans or blacks. You know, whether they were converts or whether they were descendants of Israel. That's the it. That's the topic of discussion. And she said it is possible. And she talked about how they could have came through the 6th century and 1st century AD, around that time span. You know, she talked about how that it could be possible. But she also talked about how another possibility of the it being possible, that they came on Phoenician ships in 1500 BC, before Israel was really, right around the time that Israel was being established as a nation.
It's also possible that they arrived on Phoenix boats in 1500 BC through 539
There
BCE.
it is. I'll be back.
There is also a theory supported by Ibn Khaldun that Moroccan Jews were indigenous Amazigh Berbers who converted to Judaism, although the question of who converted them remains. And this theory has been rejected by most scholars. Again, although the question of who converted them remains, this theory has been rejected by most scholars. The idea that these people were converts to Judaism, like Ibn Khaldun said, has been rejected by most scholars.
No, that's not. That's not what that means. And this is what I'm saying, misrepresentation of information. Now, the first thing he should have cited was, it says it is possible. So this is based on possibility and not necessarily fact. So that lets me know that she is trying to give these people a location here because of the first temple destruction. And then she's saying that there's also a theory that they came in at the destruction of the second temple. Unfortunately, we never found the first temple or second temple anywhere in archaeology. Where's it at? They can't find it. So let's read this together real slowly so we can get a clear understanding of what's being stated here. Because these guys just hear something like this and they, oh my God, I'm a Jew, look! Because they're misrepresenting the information. Look what it says. It is possible that some Jews fled North Africa after the destruction of the first temple in the 6th century BCE or the destruction of the second temple in the 1st century CE. Okay, so where's the significance of this? How does this prove that they were black? It doesn't say anything about being black here. Strike one. It is also possible that they arrived on Phoenician boats. Okay, there's nothing factual there. It's based on plausibility now. That's what it sounds like. There is also a theory supported by Ibn Khaldun, that Moroccan Jews were indigenous Amazighan Berbers who converted to Judaism. Now, watch this. They're saying they thought the Moroccan Jews were the Amazighan, I like to say the amazing Berbers who converted.
He like to talk stupid. This motherfucker like to say the Amazigh. The Amazigh is the amazing. He like to talk confusing and stupid. He like that. Get your bitch ass out of here, man. You talk dumb, nigga.
Converted to Judaism. Watch this, comma. Everybody knows what a comma is. Although the question...
We know what it is, but all of us don't know what it do. I know what it do. Can you tell me what it do, bitch ass nigga? College graduate engineer? Nigga, they don't teach you nothing about sentences and syntaxes in the motherfucking school or thought that you graduated from. If you graduated, bitch ass nigga, what college you went to? What college? Shut your whole ass, lying ass up.
Of who converted them remains. So this is still up in the air.
Yeah, about who converted them. You saying that they converts, bitch. You saying that they're converts, and the question still remains who converted them. And if the question still remains and your bitch ass ain't got an answer yet, you lose the match, nigga. You say the Portuguese. That ain't no who, that's a what, nigga. All right? Who individually converted them? I could tell you who converted my people to Christianity. I could tell you who sold them out. Abu Abdallah, Isabella Ferdinand. And I can tell you the why, which is another man, Emperor Constantine. All right? You can't do none of this shit, man. Stop it, Chris Harris. We can go 20 years. Let's go.
But watch this. And this theory has been rejected by most scholars. What theory?
You say what theory? Hold on. Don't answer it before. Nigga, you crazy. You ask the question and you answer it. They always told me that people that talk to themselves ain't crazy until they start answering their own questions. They ask themselves a question and then they answer it. They ask themselves a question as though they asking a second party. And then they come in and answer it on the second or third party level. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
The theory that Moroccan Jews were Amazighan.
Right. No, that they were converts. That's the theory. That they were converts.
Berbers, dummy. You gotta know how to read with proper context. Look what it says. That's why you have your commas places here, because there are three together real slowly so we can get a clear understanding of what's being stated here. Because these guys just hear something like this and they, oh my God, I'm a Jew, look! Because they're misrepresenting the information. Look what it says. It is possible that some Jews fled North Africa after the destruction of the first temple in the 6th century BCE or the destruction of the second temple in the 1st century CE. Okay, so where's the significance of this? How does this prove that they were black? It doesn't say anything.
Oh, God. I'm going to start the part 2 of this, all right? Every 20 minutes, I'm going to make a video, all right? This part,
About being black.
this part 1. I got shit to do. I ain't got all day to spend on this goofy ass nigga.